just getting cake. They ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers. We'll go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rodgers now to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded just outside the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Shotgun now for Lance. Rolling to his left. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 65 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
52.
Here's Lance. Steps away. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some room to run now. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 101 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The 2nd drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Niners take over 1st down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On play action, Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 40.
Lance now on 1st down.
That's Samuel caught left side.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Lance now on 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Off of play action, here's Lance. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this is caught inside the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive, because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. And he will find his man Samuel. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now,
oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Take it in at the 3.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Quay Walker able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Again, it's Jones. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
And he pushed it right. It's no good.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Tariq Carpenter.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Always got some breathing room. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 6-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
with career touchdown number 75. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This will be caught at Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
26.
Off the option, it's Jones.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones,
25 yards.
and the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Rohrwasser now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49ers 14.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down, Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first and 10, here's Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. The Lance going to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He finds Watson complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, it's Jones.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, it's Jones. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20 years career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister.